Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'll be showing you guys the breakdown of the trades I took this week, the first week of February. Starting the year, I took out my pen to actually write down the things I want to achieve this year. But one of the things I did was, while writing these things, was to divide them into quarters. I have things I want to achieve in the first quarter of the year, the second quarter, the third quarter, and the last quarter. So starting the year, I only want to focus on the first quarter, what I want to achieve in the first quarter. Then once I'm done achieving it, then I can start focusing on what I want to achieve in the second, the next, and the last. All right. So one of the things I said this year I'll be doing is scaling big with profits. All right. And doing this, I started with a 25k account, which I started trading with my Telegram community last year. And before the end of the year, we were able to pass the phase 1 and phase 2. And coming into the new year, I got funded. I started trading the funded accounts in January. Now, I said something. I said every month I'm going to try as much as I can to purchase a prop account and try as much as I can to actually scale fast, since I have a proven strategy, all right, that works for me. And this is what I used to trade. So January was not very consistent for me because I was very busy and I had a lot of things going on. So though I was taking some trades, but it wasn't publicly like I wanted to do it. So we've entered the month of February, and this is when I want to start doing this doing the real documenting on YouTube and posting this trade, giving you guys the breakdown on how I'm actually trying to achieve all of this scaling with profits, getting funded, and getting payout from the profits. So this is the first week of February, and I've just started trading my account. I just rounded up the first week of February, and in this video I'll be showing you guys the breakdown of the trades I took, the losses that I had, the wins that I had, how I was able to manage risk, and the current situation of my trading account. All right, so without wasting much time, let's get right into the video. Okay. So guys, these are all the trades I took for this week, and I still have all of them showing on my screen. So I'll be deleting all of these trades now and try to replay everything back with you guys and show you guys how I took every trade I took here. All right, so starting from this was Monday, I took 2 losses. This was Tuesday. On Monday I took 2 trades and I actually lost the 2 trades, and then this was Tuesday, I just caught 1 win. Then this was on Wednesday, I think. This was on Thursday rather. I took 3 trades on Thursday. I won 2. This was break even. Then this was I won't really count this, but I'm going to explain to you guys when I start the breakdown. Then this was the last one I took on Friday. All right, though I took 1 trade on GU. Let me show you guys the trade. This was the trade I took on GU. All right, so this was the trade I took on GU, and it was actually a break-even trade. Price got to this. When price got to this 4-hour supply level, that was when I broke even. Exactly same thing happened. Came back to entry and I was out of that trade. So without wasting much time, I really don't want to take much time on this video. Let's get straight into it. So starting with gold. All right, this was what I did. So starting on Monday, I'll be clearing all the charts so you guys can have a brief. So total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the gold on and the trade on GBPUSD, that's 7. So let's clear the charts and start all over. So this was on Monday. So on Monday started here with this Asian session. So I had to wait for the Asian session to complete. But before that, it was during the Asian session I actually found this particular trade. All right, so price was making series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Then at this point, that was where we broke. All right, so which signifies major trend change. So I was looking forward to selling from this fair value gap, 50% of this fair value gap here. Then price dropped more, though I was actually wrong on this because price has not really changed trend on the higher time frame. Because if you zoom out, you're going to see that we've had a trend line on this, and price has been following that trend line. All right, so price is nowhere close to this trend line, so it means there's a high probability that price might still go up. So this was what I couldn't see on Monday, and I had to take that losses. My first trade was actually from the 50% level here. All right, and my stop loss was just above these candles, and I was targeting this particular Asian's low here. All right, but let's see what price it. I actually play price triggered. Um, you can see that it was straight loss. Then what made me actually take the second setup was this. So price started reacting from this particular supply level, and we have this nice area of what inducement. So I was thinking price was going to sell there since we couldn't. Maybe this sell was used. This particular zone was used as liquidity for this zone. So that was what I had in mind, and I had to take the second sell, which actually ended up in a loss. So that was just the case. So we have to like go up, and that was how I lost the two trades on Monday. Then we have to move to like Tuesday, and I started looking for opportunities again. So Tuesday, this was the New Year session of Monday. So Monday closed above this high, the previous high, and this was Tuesday. So let me play price back. So this was where I actually saw the Tuesday price action. After the Asian session, this was around 9 o'clock in the morning. London session was just like starting. So, and I noticed this pattern. All right, this pattern: first touch here, second touch, third touch, which is a trend line resistance. All right, and we also had the same pattern below this particular line. All right, which if you zoom out looks like a bullish flag pattern. So that was just the analogy behind. That was just the logic behind this analysis, and I had to like take my buy right from the current price market, and I had to put my stop loss below the London lows. All right, and I have to like target for 1:3. That was what I targeted, and boom, market just like pushed up, and that was TP hit. All right, I took this particular trade because I actually was doing something. I said in my plan this year for Q1 that I'll be getting a profit account for every month. Every new month I'll get a new profit account and try to like pass it so I can get as much as capital from profit that I need. All right, so I bought an account. I bought 15K account for January. So though I wasn't really consistent with trading in January, reason I didn't like trade much on that account, and I just started trading in this February. So this particular trade I actually took it on that account, and it actually went to take profit, and I was able to like make 3% on this particular account. So the second one, so we'll have to like wait for Wednesday. So we've taken trades on Monday, and we've taken on Tuesday. On Monday was actually we took 2 losses on Monday, and the Tuesday trade was actually a winning trade. Made 3% on this particular trade. Now Wednesday came, so we are going to see what Wednesday brings. So on Wednesday I couldn't find any setup on gold, so I took a trade. I traded GBPUSD on Wednesday. So let's just check. Let's check the trade I took on GBPUSD on Wednesday. So this is GBPUSD, and this was the trade that I took on the 4-hour time frame. So it was same breakout and retest, price triggered my low. I was having my low, my stop loss below this particular low. So but something happened, and I had to set my stop loss to break even. We had this nice area of supply zone that swap liquidity, and have this area of engineering liquidity very close to it. So when price kind of rallied up, tapped, you can see how price closed. So that was when I actually got the bearish signal. You can see that the 4-hour candle actually closed with this bearish candle. So I had to like set my stop loss to break even. Price eventually did come back to the entry, and that was how I was stopped out of this trade at break even. So I didn't take the loss. So it was a neither profit neither loss trade. All right, so let's go back to gold. All right, I went back to trading gold Thursday because a trading opportunity actually showed up on gold. So let's go to the 30-minute time frame. That is the time frame that I usually use for gold. So this was Thursday starting the Asian section on Thursday. So price started dropping, and at this point we broke this particular low. So that was when I started thinking of sell probability, because price has swept liquidity here and we've broken this particular low here. So this signifies change of trend. Then again, there's this trend line from this particular angle that price just kind of took out. You can see the first touch, second touch here. Then we'll have the third touch, the fourth one, and on the fifth one, price broke with this volume candle. And if you trace this trend line up to this point, you'll see that we've had several touches already before we finally broke. All right, one touch, two touch, three, third touch, fourth touch before we broke the fifth touch. So the moment I saw this, I started looking for entries, and the first place that I could look for an entry is this particular zone. I wanted to trade off this mitigation block here. All right, and this mitigation block is overlapping with this fair value gap. So I usually take my trade from the 50% level of the fair value gap. So I have to put my entry here. My stop was just up this candle here, and I had to target this low. So this was actually a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. So this was the low I targeted for a 1 to 3. All right, and look at what price did. Price did come. Although the price coming to this entry was very impulsive, I actually thought I was going to hit my stops, but that did not happen. Price started retracing, and to trade with confirmation, I went to the 5-minute time frame, and this was what price was doing. So same trend line, break and retest. You can see this trend line that actually got broken here. All right, so price has kind of mitigated this breaker block here, and it's dropping. So I entered off confirmation from this particular candle here, this candle that had like a spike from this level, right? That was where I actually took my trade. My entry was here, and my stop loss was just above the candle. Then I wasn't really targeting the overall, because price could take out this low and reverse, you get. So I wanted to be out of this trade the moment we hit this low. So that was where I put my target. So price came back, triggered, and we started dropping, and see that pullback, and I was already confident of this trade the moment we broke this low. So I left my trade to like run to TP, and that was how we completed this trade. I actually traded this on the new 25k account that I got, because if you remember, I said one of my plans this year is to get an account every month. All right, Profim account. One of my plan I made for scaling with Profim this year is getting Profim account every year. But I started that last year with the 25k account, which is currently at the funded phase. We're able to pass the phase 1 and phase 2 with my Telegram community. We actually got into the new year funded on the 25k account, and I started my new year with the 15k account, which I'm trading currently. The trades I took on Monday was actually on the 15k account. Now for February, I got a new 25k account, which I've started trading, and this particular trade on Thursday, I actually took it on the 25k account, and I was able to like make 4% on the account on the phase 1. So hopefully next week we should be able to like pass the account, and if we don't pass the account, we have to wait for the next opportunity. All right, that's how it works. I just have to think in probabilities. All right, so aside that, the funded account, the 25k funded account, one crazy thing actually happened, because January I started trading the account on January, and my very first trade on that account was a 5%, I think 5.5%, and I like wanted to lock it in, secure that for payouts, but I don't know, it was just the only account I had then, and I was just tempted to keep trading on the account, that I lost all the profit that I made on that account. But thank God this trade on Thursday was actually like what helped me to like come back, recover the losses I've made, or the profits that I made before. I lost everything, and I kind of recovered and came back up with a whooping 8% gain, which I'll be waiting for a payout on 11th. I think that will be, because the trading cycle for the funded account for the very first time it completes on 10th of February, which is 1 month. So after that, I think the payout is going to be bi-weekly subsequently. So, well, thank God. So we just started, and I believe, you know, we still have more to achieve before the year runs out, and this is just the starting. So this was how my Thursday went. It was actually the best of the rest of days, like the best day of the first trading week of February, and I was able to secure 8%. I was able to make 4% on the new 25k account I purchased. So the 15k account was the only account on drawdown, and I'm still like not regretting it because I know I'm going to make all the losses back. So it's just a question of being consistent, putting more work into studying, and few more trades, just few couple trades I can make actually get back that account up. So this was how Thursday went. This was how Thursday went, and price started again. I didn't want to trade on Friday because it was NFP. There was news, and you know how it usually turns out. I've actually lost an account due to NFP, so I don't like trading it. But I was, tempted to like trade NFT since it's not on the live account. It's not like I'm trading one account, so I trade multiple accounts, and this trade I take, I kind of try to share them amongst the account so that when the losses come, the impact is not usually going to be on one account. You get, so kind of share it. I have like 3 accounts. I trade on this. I might trade on account 1 on Monday, then account 2 on the next day, or the next trading day that I call my setup. Then on the next time I get a probable setup to a high probability setup, I will take it on the next account. So that way, the ones that I make profit on, I'll be able to preserve the profit on them. Maybe the next time I will trade on the account, I might just pass them or maybe make the loss, but the impact won't be that much. So that's how I've been doing it. And this was the setup that showed up on Friday. So despite the news, this was my clear setup, and I wanted to take the trade. So not on the 25k account and not on the funded account. So but on the 15k account, I decided to take it. This was the setup. We had these trend line touches, and we were waiting for a breakout here. So I actually wanted to wait for a breakout before I could actually take this trade. Look at what price did. Price finally broke out. You can see that impulsive breakout. Let's go back to 30 minutes. So on the 30-minute time frame, that was where we got that breakout. All right, and price has to reverse. Price has to reverse when price actually tapped into this. So I was like, price has already tapped into this mitigation block here. So I only wanted to trade from the inducement that was here. So this was where I actually put my entry, and my stop loss was there. All right, and my target was here. So that was it. So price came, triggered. It was the NFP. I think the NFP was what actually pushed price down. We took out this Indian liquidity. Price has to take out my stop loss and use this as liquidity, and later price moved up, and finally we hit this target. This is my TP. It was a very painful thing, but I was glad I didn't just take it on the major account. It was just a 15k account. So, but no bad thing. I still close the week profitably, and I'll be looking forward to next week. I'll be looking forward to good trades to actually make all the losses, especially on the 15k account. The loss I've made on that account to get them back. So that will be all for now. And if you watched to this time, I appreciate you watching, and I would appreciate if you also hit the subscribe button if you're seeing this video for the first time, because you might not see it again. So if you hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification, you'll be able to get the notification you'll be able to get notification when I drop new videos. So I would appreciate if you subscribe now and hit the notification button so you can get the next video when I drop it. And this is just the beginning. We're just starting, and I'll be dropping the breakdown of all the trades I'm taking week in, week out. All right. So this is for 1st of February, and the one for 2nd of February will be dropping soon. So I appreciate you guys' support, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.